In the glittering enclave of Banana Island, where the grass is greener because the sprinklers use imported water, lived Obinna Okoye. Obinna was the only son of Chief Okoye, a man whose bank account was so heavy it gave the central bank a headache. Obinna's life was a music video. He woke up in a bed larger than most people's apartments. His closet was filled with shoes that had never touched common sand. But inside this golden palace, Obinna was starving. Not for food, heaven knows he ate lobster for breakfast, but for something real. Every time a woman looked at him, he didn't see love in her eyes. He saw a calculated interest rate. Every time a friend slapped his back, he felt them checking the quality of his fabric. Papa, Obinna sighed one evening, staring at the Lagos Lagoon from his balcony. If I was a vulcanizer on the side of the road, would these people still call me king? His father laughed, a deep sound like a moving truck. Obinna, my son, money is a loud speaker. It drowns out the truth. If you want to hear the truth, you must first become silent. The plan was hatched at midnight. Obinna called Chike, his head security guard. Chike was a man of simple needs. His biggest dream was to own a motorcycle that didn't smoke like a chimney. Chike, Obinna said, his eyes gleaming, for 1 month, you are the prince of Banana Island. You will wear my Versace, you will drive the G-Wagon, and you will eat the steak. I will take your uniform, your small room at the gate, and your life in the streets. Chike's jaw hit the floor. Oga, you want me to play a rich man? I don't know how to speak English through my nose. Just nod and look bored, Obinna instructed. That's what rich people do. And so the transformation began. Obinna swapped his silk for faded cotton. He traded his cologne for the scent of the Lagos sun. As he walked out of the mansion gates with a small bag, nobody looked twice. For the first time in 28 years, Obinna Okoye was invisible, and he loved it. Obinna's first lesson in poverty came at the hands of a Lagos bus conductor. Enter with your change, oh, no change, the conductor screamed. Obinna, used to private drivers, sat in the cramped yellow bus, the Damfo. His knees were touching his chin, and the man next to him was carrying a basket of live chickens. One chicken pecked at Obinna's hand. In his past life, he would have sued the chicken. Now, he just laughed. He moved into a small room in a Face Me, I Face You building. The walls were thin enough to hear his neighbor's dreams. He saw how hard people worked for a single plate of rice. He saw the sweat, the struggle, and the incredible humor of people who had nothing but each other. He was learning that the trenches weren't just a place, they were a battleground of the spirit. To make the experiment waterproof, Chief Okoye played his part. He went to the most popular radio station in Lagos. I, Chief Okoye, hereby announce that my son Obinna has been disowned. He has brought shame to my name with his laziness. From today, he has no kobo. Anyone who helps him is an enemy of the Okoye family. The news spread faster than a rumor at a hairdressing salon. In the mansion, fake Obinna, Chike, was suddenly surrounded by people, but they weren't there for friendship. They were there to see if the disowned son had any jewelry left to sell. Meanwhile, the real Obinna sat in a local buka, eating amala. He watched the news on a small, flickering TV. His phone, which usually blew up with I love you and bro, let's hang out messages, went dead. He checked his WhatsApp. His best friend had blocked him. His girlfriend, a top model, had already posted a photo with a new sugar daddy. Obinna felt a pang of sadness, then a rush of relief. The vultures were gone. One evening, the rain wasn't just falling, it was lashing everywhere. Obinna was standing under a leaking bus stop, shivering. He had spent his last 200 naira on bread. A young woman stood next to him, holding a sturdy but old umbrella. She looked at him. She didn't see a billionaire. She saw a cold, hungry man. Oga, come inside, she said, pulling him under the umbrella. This rain no get respect. Her name was Adaize. She was a primary school teacher who sold customized notebooks on the side to make ends meet. She wasn't wearing gold, but her smile was worth more than the jewelry in Obinna's safe. They walked together, the rain drumming a rhythm on the umbrella. For the first time, Obinna wasn't talking about investments or oil prices. He was talking about the smell of the rain and the beauty of the streetlights reflecting in the puddles. Obina was determined to see if Adaeze was the real deal. He told his name was Bina, and he had lost his job as a clerk. "Don't worry," Adaeze said, patting his hand. "Lagos is a mother that bites, but she also feeds. We will find something for you." Their dates weren't at five-star restaurants. They sat on plastic chairs at a roadside stall, eating fried yam and stew. They drank pure water and laughed until their sides ached. Adaeze would tell him about her students, and Obina would tell him stories of his dreams, which were actually his past life. "You have the mind of a king, Bina," Adaeze told him one night under the moonlight. "It doesn't matter that your pocket is empty. Your head is full of gold." Obina almost cried. He had spent millions trying to hear those words, and here they were, given for free. Chief Okoye, seeing his son was genuinely happy in the mud, decided to test him one last time. He sent a secret messenger to Obina. The messenger arrived in a black Mercedes, looking out of place among the open gutters. "Obina," the man whispered, "your father is ready to forgive you. He has a contract wishing 500 million naira. All you have to do is leave this low-life girl and marry the daughter of the senator. You have 24 hours to decide." Obina looked at the black car. He thought about the silk sheets, the AC that never failed, and the respect of the elite. Then he looked at the small flower Adaeze had planted in a tin can outside his door. "Tell my father," his voice as hard as a rock, "that I have found something that his 500 million naira cannot buy. I am staying here." While Obina was finding peace, Chike was losing his mind. Being a rich man was exhausting. People kept asking for donations. Women kept accidentally falling into his arms. He had to eat food with names he could not pronounce. "Oga Chief," Chike cried to the father, "please take your money. I want to go back to my gate. People in this mansion are too fake. They don't even say good morning unless they see my car keys." Chief Okoye smiled. The experiment was complete. Both men had learned their lesson. The rich man wanted peace, and the poor man had found purpose. It was time to pull back the curtain. Obina told Adaeze he had a big interview at the Okoye mansion and asked her to come with him for moral support. As they approached the massive gates, the guards, the same ones who used to be Obina's colleagues in the experiment, snapped to attention. "Welcome home, sir," they shouted in unison. The gates swung open. A red carpet was rolled out. Chief Okoye stood at the front door, arms wide. Chike ran out, stripped off the tight Italian suit, and did a victory dance in his undershirt. Adaeze stood frozen. "Bina, what is happening? Who are these people?" Obina took her hands. "My name is Obina Okoye. I am the son of this house. But the man you loved in the rain, the man who ate fried yam with you, that is the real me. The money is just the background music. You are the song." The wedding was not a private affair for the elite. Obina insisted it be held in the heart of the city, open to everyone. The bus conductors, the yam sellers, and the teachers were all invited. Obina didn't just return to his wealth, he transformed it. He and Adaeze started the Heart of Lagos Foundation, building schools that didn't just teach math, but taught character. He never forgot the lesson of the month he spent invisible. He realized that wealth is like a shadow. It follows you in the sun, but it leaves you the moment things get dark. But love is the light that creates the shadow in the first place. And so, the rich son who had everything finally found the one thing he could never buy, a home in the heart of someone who saw him when he was nobody.